Hello, hello, hello. Thursday in the Philippines. Sitting out front of a 7-Eleven. Just bought me a soda. And above that it says Golden Gate. Some people might remember that's the second hotel I stayed at. I stayed at the Bricks Hotel. Then I moved over here because it was a little cheaper. What I'm doing today, and you can kind of watch the sights and sounds of Dumaguete. But I'm going to go and when I was walking looking for a place to live, I saw one of my banks. There's not very many of them where I have a deposit for my SRRV. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna walk up and see if I can start another bank account, checking. Some of the some of the guys they do two different accounts. They'll go a regular checking, pesos, and some of them say with some of the banks, I'm not even sure mine will, but some of them you can have a U.S. dollar account. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I was thinking about taking the bike, but I'm still a little concerned. You can see the traffic here. I mean, this is when you're not experienced. It's a little disconcerting. It's a beautiful day here today, as it normally is. 82, 84, somewhere around there. Obviously sunny. Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm running out of cash that I brought with me. So now I've got to set up a system where I can have cash transferred here. So I'm going to see if I can get me a bank account. That way I can transfer from my bank to my bank here in the Philippines. I don't know if you can see it, but those are the prices for gasoline. Those are in liters. And when you know that 54, 55 is the exchange rate right now per dollar, so you're looking at about $1 per liter. I think there's at least 4 liters in a. So yeah, you're looking at it's getting up there a little bit everywhere. Gasoline everywhere. It's one of my biggest concerns, and it should be anybody who's coming down here. Is, and I've talked about it before. Most of the expats, they'll leave most of their money in their bank account wherever they're from. And then they'll start a bank account here. Some of them never do. Some of them never start a bank account here. They use Remitly, Western Union, some of the old traditional ways to just transfer money. But what I would like to do with the account is also slowly maybe start to put some Philippines money in and grow my account here a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Uh-oh. Ambulance! Yeah, that's why I'm worried about getting on my motorbike. It's a little ways up here. I hope I won't bore you too badly, but there's a little park on the left. It's called uh, Ninoy Aquino Park, and like many people in the United States know about Aquino. Apparently, he was pretty well liked here. Being from the U.S., made up my mind before I ever got over here that I'm not going to get involved in the politics. Doesn't mean I can't voice an opinion if a Filipino asks me. But I won't be putting up or putting out any soapboxes. Where I am right now, you go back to that street I just passed. If you hung a right there, went straight for about, oh, I don't know, quarter of a mile, half a mile, you run into the ocean. Give you some idea where I'm at. The reason I said small bag, I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but when I first went for my SRRV, everything I had heard before I got here was that they wouldn't take a check on it. You had to actually deposit from your bank account. You'd have to come here at like late at night for to do it from the United States. You used to transfer funds and you do your deposit that way. But when I got here, they didn't do it that way with me. Her excuse was, well, we don't necessarily like BDO, which is one of the biggest banks in the Philippines. Everywhere you go, you'll see BDO. But for some reason, my PRA agent, she accepted a check. Whoa. So I was a little worried there. For a little bit, I was a little worried. But As you've seen, it was all up and up. I got my SRRV, so I guess it's all good. But the bank she put it in, called Bank of Commerce. Yeah, Bank of Commerce. It's not a real big bank, apparently. But they have one huge client. Who knows, maybe they actually, behind the scenes, own the bank. And that's San Miguel. It's a beer. Yeah, their biggest client. As I said, I suspect it may own part of the bank or all of it. Is a beer, San Miguel. But apparently it's one of the biggest beers here. But I mean, you could imagine if that's your biggest client. So how many locations are you going to be able to open when you're a small bank? Philippines are great for that. I mean, if you've been watching the video, I haven't really been concentrating, but as we go along, you'll see this kind of bank, or this bank, that bank. There are 1,000 different kinds of banks. So we'll see how long my bank lasts. As I said, I don't plan on putting a lot of money in it, but if I have money left over at the end of the month, well, it's in my checking account, and hopefully it'll grow. I don't know how much is good. 2, 3, 4,000 would be sweet, just as a fallback. I think I'm approaching the park up here. I was told before I ever came down, and it turns out to be true. Most of the Filipinos, they like us, all right? There are a few, I'm sure, among the young guys. There's probably some not particularly fond of foreigners, but for the most part, it is a friendly city, friendly people. Well, you saw a young Filipina there just gave me a wave. They know what a camera is. They know it may be going to YouTube. There's Metro Bank. That's another pretty good size bank. Buena over there. They're all over every place. LBC, people who, that's like Express, Delivery Express. Cebuana, they're everywhere down here too. So I'm not sure. I think they're a bank. They own pawn shops and stuff too. Yeah, you can see the sign back there if I hold still long enough. Negros Oriental, that's the island I live on. Visayas. Oh, we're not in America. I can't say the horn blows. How about? Ah, I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. Well, if my bank didn't go out of business, it should be right up here somewhere. Very close on the other side of the street. Ah, there's my beer bank right there. An affiliate of San Miguel Corporation. Oh well, hope you enjoyed sights and sounds of Dumaguete. Thank you.